What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Oh, we're not going to see if he touches it. Folklore would tell you that if he can touch the tip of that plume to the field, that the Buckeyes will get the victory there. Sousaphone player dotting the I. Ohio State. It is week number 2 of our official 2024 sim season. Hope everybody's doing well, man. My name is Phil Nagy. The channel you're on is Nagy on Sports, and it is time for our official week 2 sim here. Very excited to bring this one to you. Ohio State took care of business with almost an identical score in that week 1 game with Akron that we had in the sim. So we'll see if this one plays true to form yet again. The only difference is that they don't announce their the depth charts until like an hour before kickoff. So, for instance, we didn't know Cody Simon wasn't going to play. We didn't know Donovan Jackson was going to play. Both those guys have been subbed out for backups here in this one. So hopefully at least we'll get a little bit more realistic look with Sieverfeld on that left guard side. All right, coming out onto the field, the Western Michigan Broncos, hailing from Kalamazoo, Michigan. And they're going to be led by senior quarterback Hayden Wolf, 6'5", 235. Hayden Wolf. They have a talented tailback, Jalen Buckley. And you just saw Kenneth Womack, their top receiver. And Buckley's going to go nowhere. 6-on-6 crime. And Sonny Styles starts off the day with a TFL there. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. Go Buckeyes and go Browns. Excited to have our official Browns sim tomorrow afternoon. Up the middle, and Ty Hamilton's right there. Again, delayed handoff to Jalen Buckley, 5'11". Sophomore. He is a good running back. Their best player, their superstar, is their center. You can see there in the middle. Right side throw, dropped it in a bucket for a first down. Wolf throwing it over on that right side, and that's going to be caught. Missed the number on that receiver. It happened so quickly, and again, they change numbers a lot. Here comes Buckley. A big hole to the right side, and Latham Ransom has to save a 12-yard run from getting even bigger on that one. So Ransom coming up from that safety spot, but a big first down and a chunk play for the Western Michigan offense. Here's an RPO left side, quickly throwing it to the receiver, and that is Anthony Sambucci. And Sambucci, one of the trio of senior receivers, I believe, that they have into the game here. A lot of depth on this team. Pressure coming. They'll set up screen to right side, and he's going to turf it. Getting up, looking at his ear hole, 3rd and 8. Hell's bells ringing in the background here. Of course, it really is a night game. I do not have the ability to change when the game happens. Wolf in trouble, and Tuimoloau gets home along with Hamilton. There's JT Tuimoloau / the legend of Tyler Bourne. Thought it was funny during the game last week whenever Tuimoloau would make a play, everyone on Twitter would be like, Tyler Bourne, because that's the guy that shows up instead of Tuimoloau on there. So the JTT gets his first sack of the day, and you can see him getting in there just blowing up that left tackle. No chance for Adam Vandervest against JT Tuimoloau. The first punt of the game coming here from Cameron Peasley. And Peasley will drill this one up into the air. That's where the freshman Jeremiah Smith from his own 20. I guess we should put Ennis back there. He did the kick and the punt returns, and he was very good. So we should put Ennis back there. Bilal Cohn and Jacob Gideon, the 2 star players. All right, on this side, of course, Buckeyes looking to continue to grow and to get better. I think they won, 58-6 or 58-3 or something like that in the sim. And it was pretty close to that in real life. Fired it over the middle. Caught! Oh, he dropped it. Emeka Egbuka, he had it in his hands and could not corral it. They'll go pistol here on 2nd and 10. Now Howard, turn around, give it to Quinchon. He'll try the right side. Judkins, nice run for 5. Set up a 3rd manable. And yes, Al, now that we know that Donovan Jackson's a little nicked, you will see sophomore Austin Sieverfeld in there as the left guard. No Donovan Jackson in this game. Howard now back to pass. Fires it over the middle. Dart to Egbuka for a first down and more past the 45 into Bronco territory. And now they'll go with some hurry up here. Chip Kelly has the ability to do that, of course. One of the first tempo coordinators and play callers in the league, both college and professional. Judkins right side, broken tackle, and he'll fall ahead for another gain of 4 yards. They'll go hurry up again. Will Howard now. Motion coming from Carnell Tate. Ends up in a bunch on the left side. He'll drag across the middle, and they'll go that way to Tate, but he'll be tackled very quickly there. Tate Halak, the strong safety, tackling Carnell Tate. 3rd and 3 now for the Buckeyes. Here comes Judkins. He'll try the middle and lowers the shoulder for a first down. Quinshon Judkins. Buckeyes now inside the 35, call it the 32 now. Howard gives it to Henderson. Right side. Can he make a man miss? He cannot. Good tackle in space by Damari Robertson. And Roberson, it's probably Roberson, not Robertson. Roberson, 6'1", 205. Senior linebacker now. Back to pass is Will Howard. Big drop. He's got good time, and he'll dump it right side to his tight end, G. Scott. Was a little underwhelmed with the usage of G. Scott on Saturday. I thought for sure they would try to get him involved. Now Howard rolling right back to the left. First down. And that's caught by the true freshman, Mylan Graham. Coming in this summer, and he's already started to turn some heads, and Mylan Graham gets himself a catch. Yes, we'll do the Brown Sim tomorrow, like mid-afternoon sometime. I'll announce it on the Discord channel with an exact time to see if Kit can join us, but I've got like a middle-of-the-day commitment that should end about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then we've got the real Buckeye game at 7:30. So sometime in that like 3 o'clock to 7:30 range is when I would like to do our Browns Sim tomorrow. RPO, left side, block, first down, touchdown, into the end zone. Mylan Graham, the true freshman. And again, anytime true freshmen have single digits, you know they've done something. And Jeremiah Smith with number 4, and now Mylan Graham with number 5, and he's one of the new additions to the game. He got added when they did their first update, and he's a special talent as well. Another 5-star kid, surprise, surprise. And Mylan Graham into the end zone. He just didn't get talked about as much because of what Jeremiah Smith was. But Mylan Graham, equally as talented. And into the end zone, first touch of the day, belongs to the Buckeyes. 11 plays, 64 yards is what it took, and now Fielding will boot this one away. And here come the Broncos from their own 2-yard line. And gets up to about the 20. That's where he will go down, is their kick return. All right, double tight ends to the right. Pistol look here for senior quarterback Hayden Wolf. He'll give it to Buckley up the middle. Buckley tries the left, and it'll be blown up by Caleb Downs. Also, Arvell Reese. You see number 20 into the game already, getting some snaps with the injury to Cody Simon. He played well, and they said in all of the shows and things this week that Arvell Reese deserves more snaps because he played extremely well. 3rd and 4, left side throw, got it skinny rather, in the seam, easy for me to say, and that's Womack, his top receiver, Kenneth Womack, 6 foot, 195 pounds senior, and Womack's got a first down, and they're into Ohio State territory. Now Buckley gashes him for 10, for 12, good pursuit by Jack Sawyer to tackle him from behind. That's athleticism on display for a future first-round pass rushing defensive end. Now they'll RPO, little play action rather out of it. Left side throw, decked to the ground by Caleb Downs. And Downs absolutely knocks him out and knocks the ball out of his hands. That's incomplete, 2nd and 10 now. Wolf over the middle. Dart again, and Burke knocks it away. Denzel Burke. Good defensive play now from 2 top back-end players, Caleb Downs and Denzel Burke. Now a 3rd and 10. Wolf under pressure, fires right side. This time Burke hits him hard, but he does hold on. And Anthony Sambucci, the receiver, able to achieve the first down, even though he took a shot from Burke. Now fake the delayed handoff. Pressure coming up the middle. Tyleek Williams. And Williams gets in there in a hurry. And Wolf a little sluggish to get up in this one. Big time sack for this Buckeye defense. Now 2nd and very long for Hayden Wolf. Gideon, his center, snaps it back to him. He is the lone superstar on the offensive side of the ball for the Western Michigan Broncos, and you can see he got blown up that time. Now a 3rd and 15 for the Buckeye defense. Here's Wolf now, back to pass. Quick slant, right side, seam shot again, and they'll complete it. They're just running 4 verts over and over and finding little holes in the zone defense of the Buckeyes. Now 1st and goal for the Broncos. Buckeyes did not give up a touchdown against Akron. Let's see if they cannot give up a touchdown here. Western Michigan played Wisconsin tough last week. Somebody moved early on the right side. That's going to be one of the tight ends. And that could be Tudela on that side. But I think they were leading Wisconsin 14-13 or down 14-13. It was a 1-point game at halftime against Wisconsin before the Badgers finally pulled away. Pressure coming, and it'll be blown up. Hamilton and Jack Sawyer And now it's a 3rd and goal all the way back at the 24-yard line. Brutus loves that one, and so do we. Hey, Dwayne, welcome in. Go Browns. Trips to the left side. Senior quarterback Hayden Wolf. Back to pass now. Wolf. Pressure again, and Tuimola, ball pops out. It's picked up by Sawyer. There will be no points for you, Broncos. Give us the football back. Tuimola with his 2nd sack of the quarter, and Jack Sawyer, Jackie on the spot, picking that football up. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. The Buckeyes take over, forcing their first turnover of the day. Look at this pursuit. Ball pops out. Jack Sawyer is right there. Wolf has no chance. And first down for the Buckeyes now from their own 40-yard line. Will Howard. Option keeper, right side. 40, 45, 50. Will Howard, little juke move to the 46 on the other side. That was a massive run. Give him about 14 and they'll go hurry up. Howard shifting now into the pistol. G. Scott moving from left to right. Tells you it's going to be zone. Henderson up the middle. Big hole for Henderson. First down and more to the 30. What a run. 16 yards. Travion Henderson. So much talent on this Buckeye squad. Now Henderson lines up as a slot receiver on the left. Howard going fast once again. Back to pass now. He's got a lot of time. He'll throw late over the middle, and it's caught by G. Scott for a gain of 9. A little check down to G. Scott there. Hurry up once again. 2nd and 1. Howard looks to that sideline and now calls the play. They'll option keeper it again or / give it to Henderson. He fooled me. I thought that one was kept by Howard again, but they pick up the first down now. Pistol look here for the Buckeyes. Inside the 20, inside 2 minutes, first quarter, they're driving. Their second offensive possession of the day. This time it was an option keeper and blown up that time. He was technically running, so I'm not sure if they'll call it a sack or not. The defensive end, Popeye Williams, got himself in there and made a big play. Float it, end zone, touchdown, Quinshawn Judkins. What a throw from Will Howard. I thought there was something wrong with it because of how much arc it had on the football. He just threw that thing to the moon, but dropped it right where it needed to be, into the waiting arms of Quinshawn Judkins. What a throw. Look at Howard just lofting that thing up into the air, and Judkins runs under it in perfect stride. What a throw. That throw brought to you by the 1890 Foundation, or the collective, and the 1890, the foundation. 2 players coming in the portal. 14-0. What a throw from Will Howard here with a $1.13 in this first quarter. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel, the only place on YouTube that you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary, primarily football, primarily our beloved Cleveland Browns, but also lots of other NFL teams, and we're going through a college season as well. We've done basketball, we've done soccer, we've done hockey, we've done baseball as well. Do appreciate you joining us. We've picked up more new subscribers this week. Thank you so much. If that's you, fun looking formation here with 4 receivers. They'll quickly run jets or bubble screen out of it, and the blocking does not work. And that'll actually be a TFL for Jordan Hancock, the nickelback. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It helps to continue to grow our audience as we continue to grow specifically our Ohio State audience, as we've got a lot of Browns fans, but not all Browns fans are Buckeye fans, and I get that. I am one of them, but not everybody is, and that's totally fine. Hayden Wolf, 84 yards in that first quarter, 80 for Will Howard. Both completing the ball at a pretty high clip. The 2 touchdowns, the big difference, of course. Now a 3rd and 7 here. Hayden Wolf claps his hands, gets the football now. Back to pass. Pressure coming around him. He'll fire over the middle. Wide open. Is that Buckley out of the backfield? Nope. That's a 15, not a 6. Easy for me to say. And that's one of the tight ends, Christopher Tootle. And Tootle's got a big first down up to the 43. They got out of that 3rd down conversion. Motion coming. The pop pass across the middle. And weaving his way for a couple of yards is the receiver. I think that's Dinwiddie, I believe, is number 1. Dinwiddie? I can't pronounce the last name. Something along those lines. Wolf fired. Tipped away. Sonny Styles. We know he can play pass defense back there. He is that good. Yeah, that was a great pass for sure, Karen. I know you're not Mason. It's fine. There's no judgment from me. Here's a touchdown saving tackle, rather. Nice deep slant. That's Mortimer. number 1. He's the 3rd running back, Devontae Mortimer. And Mortimer's got himself a first down into Buckeye territory. So once again, moving pretty well between the 20s, and this one's going to go backwards as they ended up handing it off to the backup running back. Hey, gamers, welcome in. Good to have you on. Go Bucks indeed. It's all right, Mason. I know that you're just a fan of the channel, not necessarily of the Buckeyes, and that's totally fine. We do appreciate the long-time support that you have been for the channel, Mr. Reeser. Back to pass now. Wolf, he'll step up, and it'll be sacked. Ball pops out again, and it's fall on by Hayden Wolf. Fell on it again. Tyleek Williams going to be credited with another sack, but Hayden Williams, the quarterback, able to fall on it. We almost had another strip sack fumble as Williams pops that ball out. We're going to punch that football out, and then somehow, while falling to the ground, it lands underneath Hayden, and Palmer Domsky is going to come in for the field goal attempt. This one's going to be a 45-yarder for Domsky, and his kick is up, and it's no good. He missed it. Oh, boy. Domsky pushed it right. And the Buckeyes continue to throw up the 0 on the scoreboard as that thing was just wide right. Buckeyes will get good field position here at their own 29-yard line. Let's flip the field. Heading the other way. And this time Junkin's going to lose 5 yards. Not the best play call potentially on that veer look, and it lost a lot of yardage for them. Now here's Howard again. Double tight ends to the right side. Quick little RPO. Left side, 2. The receiver, Carnell Tate. Tate's got the original line of scrimmage, plus a couple. 3rd and 8, and they'll go hurry up. Will Kazmarak back in there as well. So double tight end here with a little 12 personnel for the Buckeyes. Out of the pistol, Will Howard. You can't see me, he says to either side, motioning to his receivers. Now back to pass against the 4-man rush. He's got time, and he throws it out of bounds. Okay. Not sure he needed to get rid of it quite so quickly, but credit the the Western Michigan defense with surviving and getting their first 3 and out after the missed field goal. So flipping the field in a big way and making the Broncos go the length of the field once again is what they will have to do now. Defense is for sure getting after it so far, Mason. Now, here comes Buckley. He'll try the middle. Decent little hole for Jalen Buckley. He'll pick up 4. Looks like Buckeyes showing man coverage here. They'll run it up the middle. And nice pursuit. Nice play there in the middle. Ty Hamilton. Nice play by Hamilton. And now a 3rd and 6 here. They've been pretty good on their 3rd down so far. Wolf, left side throw. Got it again. Held on to it, Womack, and got decked from about 3 different directions. But holds on to the football, and they get another first down. That's about their 4th or 5th 3rd down conversion as Igbinosin comes up to make the hit on Jalen Buckley, the sophomore tailback. And now 3rd and 1. And coming across the middle. And knocked to the ground. 4th and 3 now, and they'll punt. Good play there. Buckley could not get it going. And Smith with a decent little punt return. Haven't really seen Smith's name called yet today. Had a very nice game in real life in the first game. Here comes Henderson, and he'll try the right and breaks 1 tackle, then kind of thrown to the ground. Deshaun Bussell, senior cornerback in there, number 0, the first one to kind of get his hands on him. Now 2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes. They'll change up the play. G. Scott's got to get on side. There we go. Looks like he's okay. Left side throw, and caught right at the sticks. They'll say first down, and there's Smith, the true freshman Jeremiah Smith, with his first catch. Absolutely go Browns on Sunday, gamers. We'll do our official Browns-Cowboys sim tomorrow, like middle afternoon sometime. So I would say like in the 3 to 6 range. Hit as he throws, and it's almost picked. He was going deep, 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 and Roberson, the linebacker, almost picked that ball off because that thing was a wounded duck. Sorry about that. Needed to mute my mic while I sneezed so it didn't go right into the mic. 3rd and 10 now for the Buckeyes. 6:45 and counting, first half. They lead 14-0. Howard shuffling. Wide open, first down. McBuka to the 36-yard line. And that's a first down. Buckeyes. What are my thoughts, on the Browns game? I mean, we could save some of the Browns banter for the Browns sim tomorrow, but at home I feel confident about the defense playing well. I think they'll put Deshaun in a position to make short, quick decisions, especially if it's James Hudson at left tackle, which sounds like it could be James Hudson starting at left tackle against Micah Parsons. Please help us, God. So you'll see a lot of doubles over there. You'll see some chipping, and they'll try to get the ball out of Deshaun's hands quickly, lean on Jerome Ford and some of the running game, and then let their defense be really special and try to shut down CeeDee Lamb, and I think we get the job done. Here comes a handoff to Judkins. Patience through the hole. Quinshon Judkins pushing ahead for 12 yards to the 12, and a first down. Buckeyes. Here's the pistol look now up the middle. Quinshon Judkins again. Give him another 7. Spread them out here. 4 wide receivers because one of them is Emeka Egbuka, but he's lined up as a tight end on the right side. Play action and hit and thrown to the ground. The play action sack is definitely a thing. We've seen that a couple of different times. I think Mason Nelson, the nose tackle that got in there on that one. Hey, Carter, what's going on, brother? Back to pass Howard. Good time now. He's breaking down. Hit as he throws, and he'll just chuck it away and out of bounds. And they will settle for Jaden Fielding here. Just a 29-yard field goal here. Maybe gamers. I mean, he could be. I don't know what he could possibly be cooking up. It's not like starting left tackles are just sitting on the free agent market waiting to be signed. So it would have to be like an Amari Cooper type trade or Zadarius Smith type trade where it was somebody who's got like an expiring contract who wanted to be extended. But also remember, part of the reason that he's got a lot of cap space is because he loves to roll it over. So he's going to try to roll over cap space. And I don't think they're going to, even though they got $60 million of it or whatever, they're not going to try to use it all this year. They're going to want to roll that stuff over because the cap keeps going up and up and up. Fired over the middle, and it's almost picked off. Probably should have been picked off by Sonny Styles. Back to Pat. Oh, fake the handoff, or give the handoff rather. Buckley, nice tackle by Caleb Bounds, coming in with a good tackle. So I'm not sure if he's got something cooking or not. Maybe it's just going to be extending MJ Emerson or Greg Newsome or something like that. Wide open on an angle route. That flag route to the corner, and Mortimer got wide open again. And this Buckeye defense on 3rd down has been so passive. Very hard to foresee this happening for real life tomorrow. Yeah, I think we would go draft too. Yeah, we'll go draft. But that's not going to help our left tackle situation for Sunday. Again, Conklin's probably going to start there until Wills is ready, but it sounds like Conklin may not be ready yet. Hudson could be. Bo Bishop today was saying Hudson's been getting the reps with the ones, not Conklin. So we'll see. It could be a hold on to your butt kind of day with James Hudson at left tackle. Quick throw over the middle. But I'm confident about our defense, and I'm confident in our head coach and play caller. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. 17-0 here. Under 2:20 to play here in the first half. Hayden Wolf now. Western Michigan Broncos. He'll throw late to his dump-off man. That's Mortimer again. Big first down run for Mortimer, and he should have gone out of bounds. C.J. Hicks throws him to the ground, but how about this Western Michigan team has thrown the ball pretty well. Absolutely. Absolutely in AB we trust. And in Kevin Stefanski we trust. I'm sure it's going to be rocking up there. Would love to go to this one. Back to pass. Pressure. Dump it over the middle. Buckley inside the 5, a 1st and goal to the 3-yard line. Let's see if they can finally penetrate the end zone. They have been so close and have fumbled, and now have a missed field goal as well. Wolf in trouble. Now he's got good time, actually. Now they break free, and he'll just fire it out of the back of the end zone. Man alive. Good job. Now a 2nd and goal here. Trips to the right side. Back to pass. Right side throw, and he squeezed it in. The slant for a touchdown. Anthony Sambucci. I'm not sure you need to flash the Heisman there, Mr. Sambucci, but he is into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Western Michigan, who's thrown the ball pretty effectively here so far against the Buckeye defense. Senior quarterback Hayden Wolf over 200 yards passing already in this first quarter. That one went 11 plays, 89 yards, and into the end zone. I think they will absolutely try to get him on the practice squad, Wendell. I think Kit's right if you saw his comment in the Discord. I think this is probably about trying to make room for Jalen Darden because they don't have a kick returner on the roster right now. And the timing of it is kind of a savvy move that, like, this late into a game week, nobody's going to want to cut somebody to pick him up. So he should be easily stashable on that practice squad. Fired over the middle, and he holds on to it. What a catch. It's going to be halftime, but what a catch there from Jeremiah Smith. Got decked, but holds on. 17-7. Look at those passing yards. 230 to 146, but only 4 yards rushing for Western Michigan so far. Let's see if the Buckeyes can extend this lead now. Yeah, I think haven't seen it, unless somebody's going to give him a starting spot. I don't see why he wouldn't come back to our practice squad. I'm not sure when those things have to be announced. Here comes Quinshon Judkins. Nice run to the right side. They'll give him 5. Appreciate everybody being on. Again, Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel. Only place, again, on YouTube that you can find these live simulated sporting events with some original commentary and interaction with you, the faithful fans, on the chat each time that we are live. Also, if you want to take your Nagy Nation fandom to the next level, you can join us on our Discord channel. There's an invite link in the description of this video. Oh, late pitch for Judkins. 35-40, 45-50. Watch out, Quinshon. It could be house call. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 68 yards. What a time to call the option. Howard got decked behind the line, pitches it late, and Judkins does the rest. What a run. His second touchdown of the day. Quinshon Judkins. Holy smokes. What a run for him. Look at this late pitch as Howard's getting decked. And then it was curtains and house call time for Judkins. What a play for the Buckeyes now. 24-7 here with this kick pending. Gamers, in terms of play calling, again, we've mentioned it plenty of times. They all call the plays. Like, they all have the ability to, like, they talk about that, you know, Callahan was the run game coordinator. Van Pelt was the pass game coordinator. Like, Chad O'Shea, like, Stump. Like, they were all in on it every time. I think we get hung up on who the person is that's delivering the play into the headset of the quarterback. And yes, that's Kevin Stefanski. And I think that's more of, I want to be able to talk to my quarterback because he can say things other than the play. He can be like, hey, nice job, calm down here, let's take a beat, look at the blitz next time. You know, like, he can coach for a second on the mic and then deliver the play call. So I like the fact that Stefanski wants to be on the mic, wants to have control, wants to be the one that's delivering the information. But in terms of, should I run the draw or should I run the sweep, he's not making those decisions just in a vacuum. They have planned them out as a team, and he'll say, hey, Coach Dickerson, how do we feel about ISO here? And he's going to be like, I feel good about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just up in a high tower. And we're going to get another big broken play and a huge first down as Hayden Wolf. That one goes to Mack, and Mack is all the way to the 19-yard line. Big play after big play for this Western Michigan offense. It's a drag route over the middle and a missed tackle right there by Lathan Ransom. Leads to a huge run after catch and a first down in the red zone. So the splitting the play call doing, I mean, does it fundamentally matter to Deshaun Watson if it's Ken Dorsey's voice in his head or if it's Kevin Stefanski's voice in his head telling him? I think the play that's being chosen is a collaboratively chosen thing, and Stefanski's just the one that ends up delivering it. I think he's constantly communicating, hey, how do we feel about this? What do you think about that? Okay, I think that's how it goes, and I think we just make a bigger deal about, like, oh, he calls the plays and he doesn't share and he just makes all these decisions in a vacuum. Like, I just don't think that's actually how it goes, as this 3rd and 9 run is going to get stuffed. Now, I could be completely wrong, but that's my kind of understanding of the situation, and I think people like to make a big deal about it. I also think that part of it is that Stefanski likes to protect his guys. And if he's the play caller, whether or not Tony Grossi understands what that really means, Tony Grossi's going to go after Kevin Stefanski, not Ken Dorsey or Chad O'Shea or Deuce Staley. You know what I mean? Like, and I think Kevin likes that. He likes to be the first line of defense for his guys, which as a coach, if I was coaching with him, I would love that about him. But I think he likes to take the I think he likes to be the one that takes the slings and the arrows for his guys. So even if he's like, why'd you call this play on that 3rd down and 6 when it was, you know, and he'll be like, well, that's what we, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to take responsibility for it, even if that was a play that Ken Dorsey was like, hey, I really like this play here, and it doesn't work. So anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, why the Coach of the Year does what he's doing. Going to haunt Lamar Jackson in what way? The fact that his game-winning touchdown was literally a toe out of bounds, or other things? I thought the opening drive for the Ravens, I was like, oh, crap. They're just going to bulldoze everybody. But then they couldn't really do that the rest of the game. Lamar had to start running. That was the only way they got themselves back into the game. If you can get a lead on them and you have to make them throw, I think they are very beatable. And Lamar can't afford to run 18 times or something, 20 times or so. He cannot afford to run that many times per game, especially the slimmed down Lamar. He will just break at some point. So I was actually more encouraged watching it that, like, oh, okay, I think the Ravens are not quite as good this year. We know they lost defensive pieces, not just players, but coaches as well. I think their defense looks a little bit more beatable. And again, if Mahomes doesn't throw that silly interception and P. Ryan catches that screen, like, that's 2 more touchdowns. Like, that game very much could have not been close. I think the Chiefs' mistakes kept the Ravens in the game. But man, Pat Mahomes with Xavier Worthy out of Texas, that is very unfair to the rest of humanity. That kid can fly. Whew. Over the middle doing Buka for 5. All right, back to the game. Sorry about my long Kevin Stefanski diatribe there. It happens from time to time. Fan is short for fanatic, after all. Here's a pistol look. Henderson, nice cut. 35, nice cut. 30, first down and more. What a run from Travion Henderson, showing some jump cut ability. Inside the 30-yard line now is where they go. Right side throw, caught. And near the first down, that's Carnell Tate. Yeah, he sure is. Holy smokes. He was a speed demon. On that reverse, I was just like, oh man, this is what Anthony Schwartz was supposed to be, like, noticeably faster than everybody else. And this time he will be sacked. Nice play and pursuit there. That's Corey Walker, the defensive end, who gets there. Now a 3rd and 11 for Will Howard. Oh, well, thanks, Mitchell. I appreciate that. No, I'm not sorry that I said it. I'm sorry that it took so long, because the calling of the game is the primary point of what we're doing here. Back to pass now. They'll set up screen left side. No! The dreaded screen sack. Yeah, that's defensive tackle Mason Nelson, 6'1", 310 junior. And the Buckeyes will have to punt. Burnt by the screen sack. Wendell, I'm really going to try to do some this weekend. I've gone woefully behind on our summer Buckeye sim. We are like halfway through the college football playoff, and I have gotten woefully behind on it. And then school started and all those kinds of things. So I'm going to try to do, we got one more first round game to get done. I definitely want to get to it. I might get to it tonight, like late night, depending on what the evening turns into for me. But I'd like to try to get it done, maybe a sim on Sunday, perhaps. RPO left side, and they're going to have a nice block, and Womack's got another first down. Hayden Wolf is just shredding this Buckeye secondary right now. Wolf again gives it to Buckley, and C.J. Hicks makes a nice tackle there in space. 2nd and 8. The screens are very different from Madden, and usually they're successful. That time was odd because that looked like a Madden screen where Howard just took the sack without throwing the screen pass. I hope that they didn't break the screen game somehow. 3rd and 3 from the pistol. And they'll run it up the middle on 3rd and 3, and Buckley has blown up. He's had a hard time now, 20 carries for 47 yards. And the net result is not what they wanted, and they'll have to punt this one away. 4:44 on the 3rd quarter clock. Smith going down at his own 24. Yeah, for sure we're rooting for Texas to beat the snot out of the team up north. Remember, Quinn Ewers, former Buckeye. He's still got some Michigan hate. I think he still calls them the team up north. I didn't listen to his press conference, but I'm sure that there's still a little bit of Michigan hate there. I hope Texas stomps them. They're going to get hosed so bad. The more stuff that comes out. I don't know if anybody saw the Cade Stover interview. I think it was, I don't know if it's today or yesterday, where he was talking about in the game last year, they audibled to a formation that they had never done before and called a play that they'd never done before in a game. Deep shot. 3 receivers are there, and G. Scott, the tight end, will be the one to catch it. That was crazy. There were 3 wide receivers, and they were all open on a go route. And there were the 3 of them there, and G. Scott's the one who chose to catch it. Watch this play. This is nuts. Howard with a big shot. 1, 2. Igbuka's down there. Smith's down there. And they're all down there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 guys. What a wild play. I think maybe they all tracked it at the end. G. Scott, just the tallest one, was able to catch it. And a big touchdown pass from Will Howard. Holy smokes, that was wild. That was a cannon for sure. And a massive touchdown for the Buckeyes. Yeah, Colorado's an interesting story, right? I mean, obviously Coach Primey's got all the high. I think he's gone. I think he's going to leave after his kid graduates this year. He doesn't want to recruit. He doesn't want to actually do the hard parts of the coaching, the grind it out parts of the coaching. He wants the flash and the YouTube channels, and it's worked for them. But like at some point, like if they go 5-5 again or whatever this year, like I don't foresee him staying after this year. He'll go be in the booth somewhere. But it does make it fun. I will say that. 3rd and 2. Buckeyes blitzing over the middle, and he catches it again for a first down. Hayden Wolf, this quarterback is really impressing me. Yeah, both of us. I think they're both seniors, though, right? Are they both seniors? Or I think maybe Shadur is a junior, but he can go pro. And he's already projected as a top 10 pick, right? So I think he's a junior, and then his older son is a senior, right? The linebacker. And obviously Travis Howard's going to leave. So he's going to be a top 5 pick as well. Here comes a run to Buckley. He'll try the left side, and he's just got nowhere to go. Another TFL for this Buckeye defense. Swarming at the point of attack. It's on the back end that's really the part that I've been more concerned with here in this sim. Is another nice tackle in the backfield. Jordan Hancock. 3rd and 13 for the Broncos, but they've been really good here on 3rd and 13. They have pierced us well, and now we'll get home. Hamilton and Tuimolau. Sack number 6 for the Buckeye defense, and the Silver Bullets get home. They get home in a hurry, and they will force a punt here on a 4th and 22. Here comes Smith from his 30. Up the middle with some speed to the 40, 42, 43. Buckeye football. One more play here in quarter number 3. Thank you, gamers. We appreciate you liking. Yes, we'll heart that. I'll heart that. And incomplete to the left side. Oh, fumble rather, actually. On the option keeper from Howard. He fumbles it, but then somehow gets the football back himself. End of quarter number 3. I'm not sure what the holding up the cell phone thing is. That's not a Ohio State tradition, is it? Or if it has, it's new from my time. Flip the field. Throw 15 more minutes on the clock. out of the pistol here. Buckeyes leading 31-10. Let's see what they can get to now. Junkins up the middle. He's got 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 through the air today. Trips to the right side. Junkins on the right hip of Will Howard. Quick little RPO to the right side. Got it to Tate. Good blocking. 40, 45, 30. The other way. That would be the 35, and then you get to the 30 when you count down, Phil. Easy for me to say. It's Friday at the end of a work week. What can I say? Now here's Henderson. He'll try the middle. And a couple yards there for Travion. Give him 3, perhaps. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. If you just subscribed recently, welcome to you. Howard again. Deep shot. End zone. Tate. Touchdown. How did he keep the feet in? Oh, I'm sure we're going to see it again. But Carnell Tate flashing the Heisman in the end zone. What a catch for him in the end zone. Let's see if this is going to stand. It looked like there was too much on it. Again, Howard throws the teardrop shot, layering that football in there, and Tate, we're not going to get a shot of the feet. Here comes the booth review. You do only need 1 foot, Wendell, and apparently the booth review proves that he had one, and I wish we had gotten a better angle on the replay. Fielding in for the extra point regardless, and Ohio State 38, Western Michigan 10 now. Kickoff coming, 13-18. In this first quarter. If we get one more score, we'll go backups, since I know it was on your mind. Nice tackle there by a freshman, Garrett Stover, cousin of Garrett Stover. Anyway, what I was saying about Michigan before we were distracted, in that Cade Stover interview, he talked about them audibling to a play that they'd never run in a game, in a formation that they had yet to run in the game, and he said Michigan knew exactly what they were going to do. There was a tight end screen to him, and he said they called it out, and he was covered by 3 guys immediately, and Stroud has to eat it and take a sack. So the implication there is that not only was Stallions and company doing signals and stuff at the game, but they had practice footage as well. So again, maybe I'm just buying into the conspiracy theories. I don't feel like Cade Stover is the kind of person who would make stuff up like that. And 4th down, I think they got it. Nice run. I wouldn't think that Cade Stover would, why would he have reason to make that stuff up? But Michigan cheated, y'all, and they cheated real bad. And the more and more that comes out, they're going to lose the title. They may have to vacate every win for 3 years. They're going to lose there might be a postseason ban. Like, it's going to be bad because the NCAA does not want to say, oh, well, all the people that benefited from it are gone. Harbaugh, Stallions, etc. Like Sharon Moore, that stuff that came out yesterday, their coach doesn't have a contract. Did you hear this? He's not coaching with a contract right now because they're like waiting to see this all come out, and because he has been indicted in it with his like erased text messages from Connor Stallions. Like, he might just lose his job. Like, oh yeah, sorry, but they haven't signed a contract, so they're not going to have to pay him anything, which is crazy. So anyway, they cheated. They cheated bad. It got them a championship. Again, you can't take away the recruiting success that it gave them. Like, right? People wanted to go there because they were winning and they were able to recruit players at a high level. You cannot take those players off of the team, but you can certainly vacate the wins for a program that touts the most wins ever, and you can take away the championship for a program that touts being a championship team. Can you take away the memories that those players had winning? No. Sawyer, and he'll get his. Nice sack there. But they cheated, and they cheated bad, and they cheated in a way that influenced an out. I mean, there are a couple video clips that are out that came out a long time ago, like early in the process, where they were like someone has like found video and zoomed in on Stallions talking right next to the defensive coordinator. He stares immediately at CJ Stroud, and then he looks at his play sheet. He's got like his own play card with like hand gestures on them. As soon as they see a hand gesture, he immediately tells the defensive coordinator, that's a this, and then the defensive coordinator immediately signals to his player. Like, you can't tell me that knowing what the other team is going to run doesn't give you a significant advantage. A significant advantage. Now, last year when the Buckeyes lost, they didn't have our signals. That was but they had built up their team through 3 years of cheating with really, really dominant defensive and offensive line players. J.J. McCarthy went there. He was a 5-star kid, right? Blake Corum was a stud. All the defensive starters that went there, stuff like that. So they used the cheating to get really good, and Kyle McCord, as we have figured out, was maybe not as good a quarterback as we thought, and they beat us that day. But that's one out of the last 3 that I'm willing to accept. That's a very good question, Wendell. My assumption is that they would give it to Washington, who Michigan beat in the championship, right? You bestow it on Washington? Or would they just leave it without a champion that year? That's a very good question. Hayden Wolf, end zone, tipped away. Davison, Igbinosin, 6:06 on the 4th quarter clock. Now you've got me off on another tangent. And that was 4th down, by the way, so the Buckeyes do take over. Here comes Quinshon up the middle, big run. Junkins, 12 carries, 120 yards today. Again, 68 of them on one long touchdown run. 38-10 here. Junkins again, up the middle, following a blocker. 45, 40, 35, 30, and thrown down to the 25-yard line. Quinshon Junkins just having a monster day in this one. What a game for him so far. And yes, that's not a typo, friends. He's actually a junior. He's going to go pro this year, but he actually could come back. He played 2 years at Ole Miss, and that was it. Howard in trouble, and there's another play-action sack coming, the 4th of the day for the Broncos. OHIO, gamers. Howard now on a 2nd and 18. Junkins again. It's definitely been his game. Travion ran more in the first game. It's been more Junkins here today. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. Make sure you like the video on your way out. We will wrap it up here shortly, do some quick stats, and then I'll let you get on to your Fridays. Again, hope everybody's doing well. Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel. Here's a 50-yarder coming from Fielding, as they cannot recover from the play-action sack. And Fielding drills it. Nice kick from Jaden. Up and through the uprights for Fielding. 41-10. Gamers, it's pretty good. Again, our sims are we're still trying to dial in the settings and some sliders and different things. I don't like that the screen sack is still in there. If you've watched the 3 Browns preseason games, like whenever time Watson would go back for an interception by Jordan Hancock. Nice play. Trying to put the backups in. Anytime that Watson would try to throw a screen, he would get sacked. So I don't like that part of it. As we're going to go to the mass subs, which I love that they added. Confirm mass sub backups. Yeah. Devin Brown into the game. Right side throw. Here's the rookie, or the freshman, James Peoples, who looked very explosive on Saturday in some relief time. Again, they said he's built like J.K. Dobbins, and he comes from Texas too. The similarities are definitely there. Devin Brown hands it to Travion, who's still in the game. Henderson left side. It's a nice run, and he'll be thrown to the ground by Jacob Wahlberg, the linebacker. 2-minute warning here. It was funny how they made a big deal about not calling it the 2-minute warning in college. You're supposed to call it the 2-minute timeout. Okay, why? 1:20 on this clock. Brown gives it to Henderson again. Henderson to the 5, to the 3, to the 1. 1st and goal, Buckeyes. Again, Henderson is technically still in there because I believe that he is the backup power back, or the backup 3rd down, but I don't know, somehow he's still in there because of the situational things. But that's fine. We'll get Travion a touchdown perhaps. Or not. He'll lose a yard. Otherwise, it's been okay. I'm playing kind of my own season as the Browns GM, and I've made a lot of very interesting and tough decisions because the Madden cap management is not as smart as Andrew Berry, so you get yourself in cap hell pretty quickly if you're not careful. So I've had to say goodbye to some guys who Andrew Berry probably won't, because I can't restructure them like he can. How about Will Howard today? 315 and the 4 touchdowns, 81.5%. Let's look at the statistics for this one. This one was a lot of fun as advertised. How about Western Michigan? Hayden Wolf, 36 of 48 for 405 yards, 75%, the 1 touchdown, the 1 interception. He also fumbled once in this one. Jalen Buckley, 24 of 60. Wolf, 7 for negative 56. Remember that it does count the runs against the quarterback sacks against the runner. Sambucci had the touchdown, 9 for 56, 8 for 109 for Devon Mortimer. Kavion Mack, 6 for 98 for him. Womack, 5 for 66. Buckley, 4 for 12. Chris Tootle, 3 for 52. And there it is. Duidone, 1 for 12. Good thing I only had to call his name the one time. Defensively speaking, 12 tackles for Roberson, 12 tackles for 10 tackles for Popeye Williams. Sack and a half for Walker, sack and a half for Nelson, 1 for Lee and a half for Bustle, probably no turnovers, fortunately, for the Buckeyes in this one. That does make a difference. For your Ohio State Buckeyes, how about Will Howard today? 22 of 27, 315, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. That'll do. That will do. Travion today, 13 for 57, because Quinchon, 15 for $157 and a touchdown. He was incredible. Peoples just 2 for 15 at the very end. G. Scott, 8 for 126, including the 58-yard bomb that could have been caught by 3 different players. 5 for 63 and a gorgeous toe drag swag touchdown for Tate. 4 for 52 for Ibuka. Just 2 for 26 today for Jeremiah Smith. Mylan Graham, the other freshman, 2 for 25 and a touchdown. Quinchon, a 23-yard singular touchdown catch as well. Defensively speaking, 18 tackles for Caleb Downs. He's just a true sophomore, folks. 15 for Sonny Styles, 12 for Jack Sawyer, 11 for JT Tuimolau, 10 for Hicks, and 10 for Tyleik Williams, including 6 more TFLs. Remember, this kid won the Heisman when we did our summer sim because of all the TFLs that he had. 2 sacks for Sawyer, 2 for JT, 2 for Tyleik Williams, 1.5 for Ty Hamilton. That's all 4 of your starting defensive linemen. That's pretty awesome. 1 pick today was by Jordan Hancock. All right, guys. This one was a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday or Fridays. Enjoy your actual Saturdays again. Kit and I should be on the mics tomorrow afternoon, sometime between, we'll say, 3 and 6 for our official Browns and Cowboys sim. Very excited to bring that one to you. We'll take a look at the top 25 as currently constituted. So Ohio State technically jumped up to number 1. Because Georgia lost to Clemson 59-28. That is not real. They dropped down to 13. Texas number 2. They're going to take on Michigan this week. Then you get Oregon, Ole Miss, Alabama, Penn State, Clemson jumping largely after whooping up on Georgia. That's crazy, by the way, that happened, because in real life, Clemson is not very good. Michigan at 8 and Missouri at 9. So, Florida State's 2-0. Womp womp. That's not real. Okay, guys, this is a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the Friday, and enjoy the weekend, whatever you're getting yourselves into. For Phil here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports. Today we will say, go Buckeyes, and as always, go Browns!